Hey, what's up, gang? It's Adam from the Commander Smiths, and doing a little box opening here of the PlayStation Secret Lair. I got the entire PlayStation drop here. Oh, good for me.
Oh, good for you.
Everything in foil here, so I'm going to kind of show off those. Each one of these has a bonus bonus card in it that coincides with the drop that's there. I'm pretty sure from the things I've seen online and everything and from others in the Discord. So we'll show you off what the bonus cards are. Also got the soul ring, the twisted metal soul ring. So I'm going to open that up as well. Hey, what's up, Ouija? So yeah, gonna get rid of, or show you all that stuff there. Just as we go through everything here, I'm going to tell you which ones are still in stock. So this one, the first one, we start with the God of War. That one is not in stock right now, but there are some of the PlayStation ones you guys can still pick up. So I'll kind of point that out as we go along here. So before I get started, again, I do this every time. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you are already subscribed to the channel, great. If you aren't, please do so, because that helps us out, helps us grow, and all that fun stuff. I know you hear it all the freaking time, but I got to say it because it actually does help. And I know you hear it in every video. So let's get started here. God of War, we'll start with that. So this one is no longer available. This one sold out pretty quick there. The other God of War, on the other hand, is available. So if you like what's in that drop, you can check that out. So a lot of these, God of War is the only game that I actually played. I did watch the Last of Us show, and actually my wife and I did watch, before the show even came out, gameplay of somebody playing the first Last of Us. So I've never played those games, but God of War, I did play like the first and second game, I believe. So I'm not as familiar with some of the other drops as we get to those. So, so don't hold that against me if I don't know all the things that are in there. Now they have, each one of these has some unique only to Secret Lair cards, which I really like that. So starting this off right here with Kratos, God of War. This little guy is going to be awesome. I mean, as a commander, great, but in the 99, awesome as well. So this is just fabulous there. Again, we have the rainbow foiling, nice and straight. I continue to do this, Wizards, because this is the way it has to go. Looks great in foil. Full art there. Then we have World of War, or World at War. Foiling looks fantastic there as well. I don't use this one at all. Rite of Flame. Again, this is not necessarily great for commander players because you need that more of those in the graveyard. You only can have one, so it doesn't really work there. But great art there. And then we got Sulfur. So a lot of this one, the Vortex, I don't use this either. At the beginning of your upkeep, this enchantment deals 2 damage each player. Player gain life, the player gains no life instead. So this is great in like the Mogus decks. I just don't have a Pain deck like that. But Pyrohemia I do have. That fits in my Daryl deck, so I'm doing damage to everything there. Great to have this as one of the big cards in it, besides the commander itself. And then our bonus is Seething Song, which is, I do use this on occasion. And this is our bonus that fits with the drop there. So that looks really great in the art there. And the foiling, let's see if we can show that off. Really, when you have these lighter colors, the foiling really shines through there. So that is the God of War you can't get unless you're buying singles or buying the drop from other people that already have it. This one you can. The God of War was Norse? That's not what I had written down as this one. Is that what it's actually called? Oh, I guess it is. All right. I don't remember writing that down in my notes for the PlayStation. What did I write down for the notes? I'm looking at my notes. Greek? Oh, I guess it did. All right. Whatever. I just don't remember that. All right, so this one, if you like this one, and maybe the bonus will persuade you to get it, because the value of this one wasn't the greatest. I had this one at 90. I mean, that's still not bad. $90 in foil. That's before the bonuses. You do get 2 new cards in this one, so only to Secret Lair. So we have Kratos, Stoic Father, and it partners with Atreus, Impulsive Son. So Atreus, kid can't even read. Do I have my button ready? It's this button. There it is.
One,
Kid can't even read.
two.
So you do have the partners here, and Lowry's actually talking about he might make this deck for a spotlight deck. So this one's a pretty sweet one to have the partners work together there. This one only comes with 4 cards, but we do get a flip card. So Teferi's Ageless Insight, so we have it on that side, and let's flip that over. Kind of a zoomed in of the dude. I don't remember this one, so this might have been a God of War that I didn't play this one at all. Aronis, I've been using this a lot lately. This is just a great card. This is probably what holds it up besides the commanders. So I think this guy's going to be a $30 plus card, and the foil in this looks great. We do have the stargazing one, but this one's a badass looking one. All right, so we got our bonus card, and it's Unbreakable Formation. Now, I think this might be one of the better bonus cards that we get in this entire thing here. So this one I do use quite a bit as well. You know, you're using white. This is a great one to use where you're getting counters and getting at vigilance, and the foil looks great in that as well. So, I mean, this one's still available in foil and non-foil. Is the value there? I had Kratos at like a $20 card for foil. Same with Atreus with the, I know I'm probably butchering that, as a $20 as well. And then you're talking probably about the same for these. So, I mean, the value's there in those 4 cards. And then you add in Unbreakable Formation. I mean, of the next drop, we just revealed that yesterday or last night of the next one with the Avatar. And that drop is, this would kill that drop. Like, it's so much better than that drop right here because there's just so much more value in this, more valued cards, and you get a special one there. So I think that one, because I'm not going deep on the other thing, if I'm even buying it, maybe I'll go back and buy some more of the God of War stuff. I don't know. That one actually seems like a pretty decent drop. Okay, now we move into the Horizon one, into the Forbidden West. Now, this one, foils did just sell out like a week or so ago, but there is a low stock warning on the non-foil. So if you like this one, this might be one to pick up. I think it's one of the better commanders of the commander new to Magic commanders in this, and is in fact one that I might build. I'm debating that. And this little guy, the Jin dude in this, that we'll be showing off here in a second. But yeah, this one seems pretty sweet because you're dealing with artifact creatures that you put in the deck, and then you're discovering, which is either putting a card in onto the battlefield or playing the card, or it goes right into your hand. So she seems like a pretty sweet commander in herself. So foiling wise, again, all these are rainbow foil. They're nice and straight, which is great. Glad they figured that out. So we have Aloy, Savior of the Meridian. Just seems like a pretty sweet commander. Farseek. This is a great Farseek art. I think this is the best thing we have. So this is going to be your chase card for that. Not chase card for the set. This is the chase card for this drop with our Blightsteel. It's our second time we've gotten Blightsteel. We have the Transformers one. And the Transformers cool because it's a flip. But I think I like the art of this one better. You know, like Transformers is Transformers. This in itself, where you're not doing the Universes Beyond. Although this is Universes Beyond, I just love how this art looks for Blightsteel. It just looks like a lot of craziness going on there. And then I didn't even know about this card until this drop, really, pretty much. So it's, what is it? Taranian Soul Cleaver? God, I need to hit. Kid can't even read. Whenever another artifact or creature is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter. I didn't know about it, but it's actually it's a great card if you're doing a lot of mass removal and all that stuff. So I think I had it almost going in my new Iron Spider-Man deck because it's dealing with 1/1 counters, and a lot of mass removal because I'm board wiping all the colored stuff that's on the board. So this could be good, and it's easy to search. You can get that with Urza Saga. Hashtag Team Urza's for life, right, Lowry?
Get the fuck
There we go.
out.
It's just like Lowry's here. All right, then we got Meteor Golem. We've gotten a couple Secret Lair printings. This might be one of the better ones, but this, no, it doesn't get much higher than a $10 card there. And then our bonus is Growth Spiral. So that's a pretty sweet bonus. This is a very usable card. I have it in like one deck, but it's very usable. Drawing the card, put an extra land into play, and it's at instant speed. Love that. So, again, this one, let me just kind of hit the value train here. Where are we at? Horizon. This I had a really good value for foils. I know you can't get the foils, but even in non-foils at a break point of 3, so $65 after fees for non-foil and $82 with foil, and that doesn't include the growth spiral. So I mean, you're bringing that up quite a bit. So the fact that non-foil is still sitting there, this one's even more enticing to me than the God of War one that has the foil and non-foil, simply because of Blightsteel. Like, Blightsteel in itself is going to pay for the drop by itself. Then you add in all the other things there. So finally got the encyclopedia. Ooh, I hope you get some good stuff in there, buddy. You got to tell us what you get for the Halo foils and that. All right, we move on to the next one, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm glad I just keep it there. This one, unfortunately, sold out pretty quick. Was the first one to sell out, so foil and non-foils are no longer available. So if you want to get this one, you're going to have to pick up the singles or pick up the full drop from people that are selling it. I unfortunately did not do anything with the only one I went and got extras of was the one we just went over that's still available, the Horizon one. But I didn't do that much because I knew the Encyclopedia one was coming. So I kind of... Actually, no, I knew the Furby... No, it was the Encyclopedia one was coming, so I kind of held out for that. So this commander is probably the one I might build because this is a pretty damn sweet commander. Being able to pick one of the... And you can attack 3 different players and get the triggers on this because it says whenever a creature you control attacks a player, if no other creatures are attacking that player, choose one. So it either gains double strike or can't be blocked. We did break this down when we did the value of this whole thing. So really, you're attacking one player with this guy. If they don't have a creature, you're able to give this double strike. You can draw 2 cards off of it. This deck is just going to be full of whenever it deals combat damage tricks. So this is just a great commander. It makes sense why this one sold out the fastest because I think this is the best commander that's in the drop. Path to Exile. Personally, I think this is one of the best Path to Exiles we've gotten in a long time. We've gotten a lot of these in the Secret Lairs, but I think this is one of my favorites. The art is just fantastic in this. I wasn't expecting this drop to sell out so fast, but the commander's really good, and that kind of does it. Jaws was a good example of that as well. The Jaws drop was good, but the commander is the reason why Jaws sold out so fast. Born Upon a Wind, this is one of our Lord of the Rings reprints that we get there. Art looks great there. Foiling. Show off that foil. There we go. See that right there. The lighter stuff really sticks out. Ghostly Flicker. I don't use this card much at all, but I see people using that. And then what is it called? The Guano Castle. That's what I'll call it. And I don't use this one either. But hey, it's great looking. Let's see what our bonus is in this. And this one is probably 1 or 2 of the best with the bonuses. I know I said the last one was one of the best ones there. Or no, that was 2 ago, right? Was the second God of War? But this one I've used. This goes great in the ninja decks where you're trying to make things unblockable. Or not in ninja decks. This I used in my wall deck. That's what I meant. So I had my Arcades deck. They get through because the butt is the thing that hits, not the front. So that's a nice card there. And the art is just amazing in that. So that one, unfortunately, you cannot pick up still on the Secret Lair website. But these next 3... And then we get to the Twisted Metal Soul Ring, are still available in foil and non-foil. Let me double check on that. Uncharted, yep. Last of Us, yep. So all these next ones you can get still on their site if you want to pick these up. Value-wise, Uncharted had this one at $90 before fees. So after fees, $69. So that's not bad, but it's not great. That's a breakpoint 4. So really what that means is you buy 4 of these, you get 1 free. So Nathan Drake is our commander. What did we give this one? I'll give a B-. So he's actually a decent commander in this. Probably not more than $20 in that. And then we got Midnight Clock. I do use this one quite a bit. I think this one has a lot of good medium cards in it. Besides, there's one card in this that's kind of meh. But Midnight Clock, very good card. Any blue deck, 3-drop rock, and then you're able to, the game goes on long enough, you're going to be drawing a lot more, refilling your hand there. Whip of Erebos, another good one there. I have that one at a $20. Now, the dark printing of it. The foiling doesn't shine as much, but you can still see it there a bit. There, right? Kind of. Can't see the rainbowing. That's the hard part with the dark cards there. Chain Reaction is probably our bogus card of this drop. I don't have Chain Reaction really in any deck, but you know, it is a used card. And then Passionate Archaeologist surprisingly is a $20 to $30 card. Right now it only has the one printing in the background. Commander creatures you control whenever you cast a spell from exile. This creature deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to the target opponent. So if you're doing a lot of, you know, casting from exile, this is a great card. And we only have that one printing, so this could hold it up quite a bit. And then we get our bonus card, Expedition Map. That's decent. I had it in decks. I don't think I have it in any decks at the moment. But great for your going to get your lands there, sacrifice this artifact, search your library for a land card reveal, put into your hand. So all great cards there. Value wise, like I told you, $69 after the fees and shipping and all that. So decent, but not amazing. And that's probably why that one's still available on the site. Now we get to The Last of Us. We got Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2. Let me check on my pricing quick between both of these. Come on. Last of Us Part 1. Ugh, these both didn't have great value, so kind of depends on what our bonus is in these. I had $65 after fees on this one. So really it's like a break point. Because remember, these are $50 instead of the $40. So it takes a little bit more to get your money back on this. So value-wise, breakpoint 5. Gave this a grade of a D plus C minus. So we have Ellie, Brickmaster. It has a partner. I didn't like these partners so much. Whenever a player attacks one of your opponents, that attack. This one I like better than Joel, I think. Whenever a creature token dies, put a 1/1 counter on Joel and draw a card. I guess it's not that bad. This triggers once each turn. That's what threw me off. Because you're not able to mass do it and take advantage of that a little bit. So I guess it's okay if you're in a token sacrifice deck. Because it is only a token. I guess that helps if people are sacrificing treasures. You'll get to get a 1/1 counter and draw. So it's not terrible. Commander wise, I gave Ellie a B plus and Joel a C minus. So not bad. Not awesome, but not bad. So again, these are still available. Cabal Ritual, great. That's a great reprint there. This is our money cards of the cards in this drop. And then we got Haunted 1. Another background, but this one not terribly expensive. And then we got our token. I don't think, is it a flip? No. And Wild Growth. I haven't used Wild Growth in a long time. I think it was in my Enchantress deck because you added in there the Wild Growth. You get the draw off of it, and then it mono ramps you there. So again, it's still available. There's probably a reason for it. There isn't, the fact that they give you a token copy there that is a fungus zombie. I mean, how often do you use that particular token? And it's a 1/1, so you can't really fit it in, like, if you wanted to replace your zombie tokens, the 2/2s. So I think that kind of loses a little bit there. So yeah, meh. Now this one, I had a better grade for the foil, but a worse or the same grade for non-foil. So that one, if you got the first one of The Last of Us in non-foil, I didn't really like it at all. I gave it an F. This one at least is a passing grade with a C minus. So we have Abby. Whenever you cast this spell, this was the commander I did not like. Create a number of 1/1 black fungus token, whatever, equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it, and then somebody gets control of her. So you want to be able to kill her so you can keep doing it because you're giving her to somebody. You're giving somebody a 4/4 for 3. Seems kind of garbage in my opinion. Then we have Ellie, pay 2 life, sacrifice another creature. She deals 2 damage to target player and gains indestructible. Just seems meh. Both these commanders together, I gave them C minuses. Like that was what I gave the drop overall. So as new commanders, they just they don't really do anything for me there. So then we got Dictate of Erebos. This is what holds it up, and this is why this whole drop is actually pretty decent. We do have a Secret Lair printing already of Dictate, and it's at 36. Does this take over that one? Honestly, I think the other Dictate is a little bit better, but Dictate is a great card and is an expensive card there. And then Michaeloth. Where do I have Michaeloth at? It is about a $15, $20 card. So we do have another Secret Lair printing of this, and that's at 19. So that's a good comparison there. And then again, we get that token, which 5 to 10, 10 maybe with foil. It's nothing, you know, what decks are going to want this, there's high demand for people to pick up these, you know, that's kind of the hard part there. And then our bonus card is Unleash Fury, double the power of target creature until end of turn. That's a good instant spell right there. Probably not much more than $10, I would think. So value-wise, gave it a C minus, $69 again. Breakpoint of 4 for that one. Okay. Last thing on the docket, let's see how that Soul Ring looks. So if you spent over $200, you got... I do like that they give... I want them to continue doing this with the Secret Lair packaging. Have what it is in the packaging instead of just the black. I do like that. And I use these for my over $20 or more Secret Lair purchases for shipping-wise. So I do like that they have that on there. And I try to match it. So if somebody buys, you know... a Horizon or a Last of Us Secret Lair, I'm going to try to use the packaging with that. So let's look at our Twisted Metal. Ooh, that foiling. Let's see if I can get that foiling. Yeah, that is pretty sweet. I wish they had continued to do it until it's sold out, because this is a pretty sweet Soul Ring right there. So that looks good. Good stuff. Love the Soul. You know, we're getting them all the time, but they're just so cool. Like, every deck has Soul Rings, so it doesn't matter that we keep getting these. They can't overprint sweet Soul Rings because they just all look great. Well, not all look great, but the ones that look great are freaking awesome. So that one is one of the better ones there. So, Sweet Tooth. All right, guys, that should do it for this opening. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Luigi, for being on. Again, make sure you guys hit that like button, and catch you guys later. See ya. Bye. Hey gang, the best way to support the Commander Smiths is to make sure you slap that like button, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our channel. Also, check out our online store, commandersmiths.com, where we have metal tokens, mugs, t-shirts, playmats, and more.